Hello and welcome. This is Lisa Bermudez, and I am here in upstate New York. And in this class today, we'll be moving through a Kapha balancing class. So right now, at least here in New York, we're in this transitional time between winter and spring. You may even be we are experiencing even some signs of spring, some things, the flowers are blooming, things are coming alive. That also means that there's a lot of mud. There can be a lot of stagnation. The dosha, Kapha dosha, is the blend of earth and water elements. So when we think about when earth and water come together, that can cause a lot of heaviness. That can cause a lot of almost stuckness. And if you think about it, when we're moving out of winter and into spring, that melting of the snow, when the earth starts to warm up a little bit more and things start to just come out of their frozen state and move around, that's happening inside of our bodies as well, where we're starting to warm up, and some of the gunk that maybe we've accumulated through the winter is being released. Over the winter time too, we naturally just get a little bit more lubricant. We naturally get a little bit more dense just because it's drier, right? The winter time is much drier, and Mother Nature is so smart that when we're dry, when things get too dry, we start to produce a little bit of extra lubrication. And once the weather warms up like it's doing now, a lot of that starts to just get released, and that can cause feelings of stuckness. That can cause moments where we feel like we're maybe not digesting properly. So both digesting food in the belly and also thoughts, emotions, the mind, the heart. And when we move through Kapha season, we try to maybe heat things up a little bit, move a little bit more, notice when we're feeling stuck, and actually move through that stuckness. That way we can really get through the other side of it and make some things happen. So in this class, we'll be moving. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to take this as like an advanced class or anything like that. This is for all levels, and you can move at whatever pace you'd like to move at, but try to move with the breath and the movement, with the cues that I'm giving you. We won't be doing anything too advanced or too extreme, but we may be moving maybe a little bit quicker than usual and really focusing on the breath a bit more. So when you are ready, come to a comfortable seat. You don't need any props unless you want them. And we'll just take a moment to float the eyes closed. Close your eyes and sit up very tall. And then just start to watch the breath move in through your nose and the breath move out through your nose. And for the next few moments, the next 2 cycles of breathing, we'll move through this pranayama, this breathing exercise called Kapalabhati. And that's sharp exhales through the nose with a passive inhale in. The best way to do these is to kind of just to move through it. If you feel like you're getting uncomfortable with it, you can just keep the breath moving in and out evenly as you would normally breathe. But if you're feeling like it's really moving you, if it's something that works for you, stick with it, and we'll move through just a couple of rounds of it just to kind of get things moving. And we'll breathe into a comfortable state, exhale to a comfortable place, and then it's sharp exhales through the nose. The inhale is passive, and I'll snap as we exhale, going for it when you're ready. Another 3, 2, 1. Exhale your breath. Float your eyes open and then sweep your arms up and make your way right out onto your hands and your knees. We'll meet right here with our wrists beneath the shoulders, the knees meet the hips, and breathe in, drop the belly, heart drops, look up, cow pose. Breathe out, round through your spine, see the knees, cat pose. Inhale, drop your heart, roll your shoulders back, look up, cow. And exhale, round through your spine, see the knees, cat. One more time, breathe in, drop the heart, roll the shoulders back, look up. Breathe out, child's pose. Just one moment in child's pose. That way you can really feel your hands on the earth. And then look at your hands. Come forward, plank pose. Take a big breath in. Tip the hips high, down dog with your big breath out. And you might bend the knees, sway your hips a little side to side. start to reach your right leg up. Lift from the inner upper thigh and step your foot forward next to your right thumb. From here, sweep your right arm up, peel open to the right. You may even look up at it. Try to turn from the abdominals. That way the belly is really reaching towards the wrist. Lower your hand, hug your outer hips in and rise on up into a high lunge. Both arms will sweep up. Peel open from here to a warrior two. Your back heel turns down. And you could play around with moving a little bit forward and back, making sure that that weight's distributed evenly from foot to foot. You might even gaze over your right fingers. Flip your palms, tip up and back, reverse, peaceful warrior. Engage the belly, bend your right knee a little more. Try to move that right knee a bit towards the right pinky toe. And then circle your hands down and around your front foot. Press back, downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your thumbs. And then your left arm will sweep up as you peel open towards the left. You might look up at your hand. Engage the back thigh, belly's engaged. Lower your hands, hug your outer hips in. Come on up into that high lunge. Arms sweep on up. And then peel open, warrior two. Your back heel will turn down. You might open up the arms here, gazing over your left shoulder. Try to distribute that weight evenly from foot to foot. Try your best to keep the crown of your head right above your pelvis. Flip your palms, take a breath in, tip back, reverse, peaceful warrior. Circle your hands down, frame your front foot, press back into downward facing dog. From your down dog, walk your feet all the way up to the very top of your spot. So once you get here, you might shake your head yes, shake your head no. Tuck the chin into your chest and roll up to stand. Your head will be the last thing to lift here. Big inhale and sweep both arms up. Through the nose, breathe out, forward fold. Inhale your right foot back, low lunge. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, breathe in. Hug your elbows in, exhale to the ground. Toes on tuck, lift your heart for low baby cobra. Tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. Breathe out, step your right foot forward. Inhale, engage the back thigh. You might lean a little forward and back on the back foot. Step forward, exhale into your legs. Arms circle up as you rise, breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. Your left foot steps back, low lunge, inhale. Downward dog with your exhale. Come on through plank pose. Hug the elbows in, lower to your belly. Toes on tuck, heart lifts, low baby cobra. Tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Your left leg rises with the breath in. Breathe out, step your left foot through. Long spine, you might engage the back thigh, move a little forward and back on the ball of that back foot. Step forward, back foot meets front foot. Inhale your arms up, reach towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Draw the right foot back, breathe in. Plank pose, breathe out. Hold a plank, engage your belly, inhale. Exhale to the ground. Toes on tuck, heart lifts, low cobra. Tuck your toes, press back, downward dog. Bend your knees, look at your fingertips. Lightly take a jump, or you could step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Arms sweep up on the in-breath as you rise. Exhale, fold in. Draw your left foot back, breathe in. Plank pose, breathe out. Take a big breath in, press the ground away from you. Exhale, lower to the ground. Toes on tuck, lift the heart. Baby cobra, breathing in here. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Lightly step or you may hop the feet to your hands. Halfway lift, gaze away. Fold back in. Arms reach up on the in-breath. Rise. Exhale to fold. Prepare to jump to down dog, or you might step to plank. Plant the palms. If you're jumping, land on bent knees and bent elbows, or step to plank and send your hips high. From down dog, lift your right leg up. Exhale your right foot forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, palms flip, tip back, reverse. Breathe out, frame the front foot, press back, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale your left foot forward. Breathe in, high lunge. Breathe out, warrior two. Palms flip, inhale, tip back, reverse. Exhale the hands down, press back, downward dog. Twice more on each side with your own breathing. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale your right foot forward. Breathe in, high lunge. Breathe out, warrior two. Palms flip, inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands frame your foot, downward dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Breathe out, step it forward. Inhale, high lunge. Breathe out, warrior two. Palms flip, breathe in, reverse. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last round, right legs up, breath in. Breathe out, step your foot forward. Breathe in, high lunge. Breathe out, warrior two. Palms flip, inhale, reverse. Exhale your hands down, press back, downward facing dog. Your left leg will rise, breathe in. Breathe out, step your left foot forward. High lunge, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Palms flip, tip back, reverse. Circle your hands down, press back, downward dog. From down dog, lower your knees. Take a seat back onto your heels, or you maybe might even sit with your legs crossed. Sitting up tall. Come forward, plank pose. Take an inhale in here. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Big breath in. Bigger, deeper breath out. Roll all the way back up to sit. Take a seat on your shins if you can, and then lift your arms up high. You could also sit with your legs crossed. Twist over to the right. Breathe in, arms sweep up. Breathe out, twist over to your left. Come back up through centers, your arms sweep up. Drag your hands down to a prayer at your heart. Maybe the hands come onto the thighs, palms lift up or down. Float your eyes closed and take a big giant breath in. Big, big breath out. Breathing in, stack the shoulders over your hips, your ears over your shoulders, crown of the head over your pelvis. Exhale your breath. And then float your eyes open. Slide your hands together at your heart, either in a prayer or you might even take them right over your heart. And just thank yourself for coming onto your mat today, for showing up for yourself. And this is something that you can practice maybe a couple of times a week. Whenever you feel like you're unmotivated or you don't feel like doing yoga, if you don't feel like starting that project or starting that work thing that you had to do, you might throw this video on and just move through these movements to get the energy flowing and to get some things moving and breathing and to get that stagnation just flowing away. That way you can fall into the flow of whatever it is that you need to do. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in some of our other videos.